Alright, another day at home means another workout at home. Starting with the warm-up again, the whole rocks. Coach Susanna will demo, watch out for the dumbbell next to you. So whole rock, make sure in this position you squeeze your abs, get everything together, everything tight, legs straight, toes pointed away. Are you still okay?
Yeah.
Still okay?
And this is all day.
All day long. Then I want to sit with what? Shoulders off the ground, arms stretched, and from here she's gonna rock back and forth. Keep that tight position, guys. Don't move the legs too much. It's not like bending the hips, it's about keeping everything tight. Slight movement in the feet and arms. Okay, thanks. Then 10 Hindu push-ups. It's like the vacuum cleaner. You start in the downward facing dog. In that downward facing dog, focus on the hamstrings, at least that you press out, you feel that as well. You go down to the ground, and you go into an upward facing dog. If going down to the ground is too heavy, you do it halfway. So you can make a small dip, or even if that's too heavy, which can be, then you make a normal upward facing dog. So keeping the arms straight. Yeah? From there you go into upward facing dog as well. Yes, keeping the arms straight. Great. Great. Then 10 jumping squats. It's about explosiveness from the legs. So we go all the way down and then jump up as high as you can. Once you reach the ground, you go back into your squat right away. Great. So the workout today, at home 18, starting with death by V-ups. So with the hollow rocks, we've prepped a little bit. With the Hindu push-ups, we focus a little bit more on the mobility of the spine, and now we're going to use that for the death by V-ups. The death by V-ups, the setup is always the same as in the first minute you do, in this case, 12 V-ups, and every other minute you add 2. So if you're done with 12 V-ups in, let's say, 20 seconds, you have 40 seconds rest until the next minute starts, until failure. So at one point there is no rest, a little rest, but still you keep on going, yeah? When the next minute starts. V-up, so now you're going to start in the same position, hollow rock, shoulders off the ground, arms flexed, toes away from you, legs straight. You're going to move at the same time and you're leaning. Once you're at your toes, you're going to lean in your lower back and hips. So there's not much leaning or laying on the back, guys. You really have to balance it out. Thanks. So add 2 reps each minute. 21:59, standard CrossFit setup. You're going to start with 21 Russian push-ups. Russian push-ups is a little bit more challenging than like a normal push-ups. That's it. So you go down, you're going to move your feet, but you keep that core tight. So what you have to do is squeezing the glutes, keeping the trunk really solid. So what she does, she goes down into a push-up, she leans on the elbows, she comes back up, and then locks out. Yeah? This is one option. This is the RX option. If you want to scale this, you can do exactly the same thing on your knees. So she goes down, she moves back, and in this case you can bring the hips up a little bit, but sliding with your knees over the ground is not that easy, and then push up again. If this is too heavy, or you don't get the rhythm of the movement in, then you do normal push-ups or push it from the knees. Yeah? And again, focus on squeezing the glutes. Thanks. Then we go to thrusters, and now you can get your creative part. Be creative with this one. You can use a dumbbell if you borrowed one from the box, or like a pack of sugar, or what else do we have? Like a chair. You can also use your chair. Backpack. I think by now we're really getting creative. rocks, yes.
Let's go outside and find a rock.
Make sure your feet are at the right squatting width, same with the front squat or any other thrust you do in the box with a bar. Squatting all the way down, hips low in the knees, and from there, explode up and push your head through. That's it. I want to see your ears from the front side of your arms. Alright, 20 more reps. And then we go to arch rocks. So you're going to lay on the stomach. It's the same idea as the hollow rock from the warm-up, but now on your stomach. So get everything tight. That's it. You roll over the hip bone and over your lower belly instead of only getting the legs up. So it's really like a roll. That's it. 21, 21, 21, 15, 50, 50, and then 9, 9, 9. Start the first set of 21. Relatively easy, guys, and then once you hit number 50, then you can speed up a little bit because then the end is getting closer and you're gonna be done soon. Yeah? Cool down, 1 minute per side, spinal twist. She's gonna lay down on the back. Places one foot up, or simply, yeah, you can bend your knee or you can keep your legs straight. It depends a little bit on your flexibility in the hamstrings. And then she's gonna drop her leg to the side and she's gonna breathe out here. Breathing in, breathing out to the belly. You wanna get rid of all the tension in your spine and in your core. Yeah? If you want, you can even hold your knee down if you have a bent leg. If you have your leg straight, it's the same idea, but probably you don't need that one then. Exactly, and then 1 minute the other side. That's it. Last minute, overhead. Tricep stretch. One arm up, and then you pull down. So you pull your elbow down, and your fingers are reaching down to the hip. Yeah? 1 minute per side, and after today you probably feel your abs. So maybe need a little bit more protein. Have a good food, and then ready for tomorrow.